hidden valley of Whisperwind Forest, a place untouched by time and warmed by the gentle hum of ancient magic. The seasons flowed with a rhythm all their own. Autumn lingered here longer than anywhere else. Leaves glowed amber and gold, drifting like dancing embers across winding paths. The river shimmered silver, whispering stories as old as the forest itself. Legend told that Whisperwind thrived because of the Wishing Oak, an enormous, ancient tree said to be planted by the stars. Its roots stretched to the heart of the earth, its branches brushed the first light of dawn. And once every year, on the day of Thanksgiving, the tree released a single shimmering wishing feather, a magical relic that granted one wish to the creature who held it with a sincere and selfless heart. Every Thanksgiving, the creatures of Whisperwind Forest gathered under the Wishing Oak for the Grand Feast, a celebration of gratitude, community, and the magic that held the forest together. But this year, something was different. The magic felt thin, fragile, as if Whisperwind itself were holding its breath. Yet none of the woodland friends knew that this Thanksgiving would be the most important in forest history. And the bravest hearts were still fast asleep in their burrows. Bristle the fox awoke to the soft glow of dawn breaking through the frost-crusted leaves above his den. His nose twitched. He smelled cinnamon, acorn muffins, and the crisp promise of snow. He yawned, shook out his fluffy red fur, and poked his head out of the burrow. Ah, Thanksgiving morning. Bristle's eyes sparkled. The best day of the year. The forest around him shimmered with early morning light. Frost glittered on the grass like powdered stardust. Smoke drifted lazily from Honeydew Bear's cave chimney. Little paw prints, rabbits, squirrels, mice, crisscrossed the ground. Bristle trotted along the path, greeting his neighbors. "Happy Thanksgiving, Delora," he called to a deer collecting frostberries. "And to you," she smiled. He passed the tall oak where Safi the squirrel lived. A delicious smell rolled from the windows. "Safi, is that cinnamon acorn muffins?" Safi popped her head out, her tail twitching. "They're not ready yet. Patience," Bristle grinned. Everything felt warm and familiar. But as he continued toward the Wishing Oak, a soft tremor brushed through him, like a cold breath on the back of his neck. The forest felt worried. Bristle slowed. What was that? The wind didn't answer. He hurried toward the Wishing Oak clearing. The Wishing Oak stood at the heart of Whisperwind Forest, taller than any other tree, ancient beyond memory, its leaves normally glowing with a faint golden light. But today, Bristle's breath caught. The oak looked frail, bark peeled in long splintered strips. Its golden leaves had faded to a dull, brittle bronze, and worst of all, the warm hum of magic Bristle always felt near the tree was almost silent. Bristle pressed a paw to the trunk, whispering, "What's happening to you?" The tree did not glow, did not pulse with warmth, did not respond. Behind him, tiny paws skittered. Maple the mouse arrived, carrying a lantern half her own size. Her whiskers dripped. "Bristle, the oak looks sick." Before Bristle could answer, a soft sound, a single delicate chime, echoed from above. They looked up. Floating down through the branches, shimmering faintly, was the wishing feather, but it looked wrong. Instead of glowing gold, it flickered weakly, its light thin, fading. Safi and Honeydew arrived just in time to see it land gently on Bristle's paw. Safi gasped. "It's not supposed to fall until the feast." Honeydew's deep voice rumbled with worry. "The feather falls early, only when the forest is in danger." The four friends looked at each other, fear settling like ice in their hearts. "What do we do?" Maple whispered. Bristle looked at the dimming oak. He felt the weight of the feather. He knew what must be done. "We make a wish," he said softly. "But not for ourselves, for the forest." The feather shimmered faintly, as if agreeing. Honeydew swallowed. "Then we need every creature's help. This wish must be the strongest, purest we've ever made." Bristle nodded. Then, let's gather the forest. Word spread quickly. The forest creatures paused their baking, their decorating, their preparations for the feast. One by one, they followed Bristle as he carried the fragile wishing feather in a walnut-shell cradle lined with moss. Their mission: reach the wishing oak and make a single, unified Thanksgiving wish strong enough to heal the forest. But the journey revealed just how much Whisperwind needed saving. They found Delora the deer struggling on a steep hillside. Her basket of frostberries kept spilling. "The snow came early," she said. "The berries are too icy. I can't gather enough for the feast." Before she could take another step, Bristle bounded up the cliffs, agile and fearless. He gathered every frostberry he could find, filling Delora's basket until it overflowed. Her eyes shimmered. "Thank you, Bristle." The feather glowed a little brighter. Next, they reached old Tumblewing the Owl's crooked treehouse. His window jammed shut, trapping the smoke from his hearth inside. "My house is filling with soot," he wheezed. Safi darted up the tree, tail flicking. She tinkered, hammered acorn nails, and nudged the window back into its frame. The smoke flowed out, and Tumblewing hooted in relief. "Bless your nimble paws, Safi." Again, the feather brightened. A bit farther, chaos erupted. The rabbit twins, Pip and Poppy, tugged furiously over a carrot pie. "It's my turn to carry it." "No, it's mine!" Honeydew stepped between them, gentle but firm. He sat them down, told them a story about sharing, and placed the pie between them. "You carry it together," he said. "One pie, two helpers." The twins giggled and agreed. The feather pulsed warmly. As they continued, Maple noticed a shivering little hedgehog stuck beneath tangled brambles. Without saying a word, she squeezed under the thorns, guided him out, and wrapped him in her scarf. Honeydew whispered to Bristle, "She may be small, but she carries the biggest heart." The feather shimmered brighter still. By the time the creatures of the forest reached the Wishing Oak clearing, the feather glowed strongly, but not fully. It needed one more push. Their greatest test awaited. The friends stepped into the clearing, just as a harsh wind swept across it. Snow swirled in sharp patterns. The Wishing Oak groaned, its branches bending as if under unbearable weight. "Look," Maple squeaked. A crack, thin as a hairline at first, spidered across the trunk. Safi covered her mouth. "Oh no, it's worse than we thought." Bristle stepped forward, pulling courage from somewhere deep inside. "All of us," he said, voice steady despite his fear, "need to help." Creatures from every corner of the forest spread out around the tree. Deer, owls, rabbits, squirrels, badgers, mice, hedgehogs, even swans from the pond. Every creature touched the one next to them, paw to wing, wing to hoof, tail to claw, a circle of unity, a circle of hope. Bristle held up the feather. "We are grateful for our home, for each other, for the magic that keeps us together. And today, we use our wish to save Whisperwind." The feather warmed his paws. He spoke from the deepest part of his heart. "Our Thanksgiving wish is this: let the forest live. Let its magic stay. Let its light continue. And let us be its protectors. Always." Silence. Then, whoosh! The feather burst into blinding gold. Light spiraled upward, engulfing the Wishing Oak in radiant glow. The crack sealed. Leaves turned brilliant gold. The trunk pulsed with ancient life. A deep, warm thrum echoed through the ground. The forest, alive again, exhaled. The animals cried, laughed, hugged. Bristle wiped tears from his eyes. "It worked," he whispered. "We saved it." If you are enjoying this classic story, hit subscribe and like so that YouTube can recommend it to others. That night, the greatest Thanksgiving feast in Whisperwind history unfolded beneath the newly restored Wishing Oak. Tables carved from fallen logs stretched across the clearing. Pinecone lanterns flickered soft light. Snow drifted gently from the sky. Food overflowed. Honey-roasted chestnuts, warm acorn muffins, mapleberry tarts, honeydew soaky chestnut stew, cranberry crumble, moonlit apple cider. Creature after creature shared stories of kindness they had seen on the journey. Laughter bubbled like the river in spring. Music filled the air. Owl flutes, squirrel chimes, rabbit drums. Bristle raised a cup of apple blossom tea. To giving, he said. To kindness, honeydew added. To friendship, Sappy chimed. And to the wishing feather, Maple said softly, which chose us all. Above them, the wishing oak glowed with gentle golden light, alive, strong, thriving. Snowflakes drifted down, glittering like tiny stars. And for the first time all season, the forest felt calm, safe, whole. From that night on, Thanksgiving in Whisperwind Forest wasn't just a feast. It became a promise to care for one another, to protect the forest, to keep its magic alive. And every year thereafter, when the wishing feather fell, the creatures remembered the wish that saved the forest, and the friends who made it. For in every forest, in every home, in every heart, one small act of kindness can grow into the greatest magic of all. And so, under the glowing canopy of the evergreen forest, the Woodland Friends took their first small step toward a Thanksgiving celebration unlike any they'd ever known. But their journey has only just begun. New friendships, hidden surprises, and heartwarming magic wait just beyond the next page. If you've enjoyed this chapter, let your heart wander a little farther with us. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a cozy comment, and spread the magic by sharing this story with someone you love. What was your favorite moment? Tell us below. Your comment helps unlock more cozy stories. Share this story and bring someone a little magic. Your support helps our stories reach more dreamers. Subscribe for more magical stories every week. Thank you for being part of the Magic Fairy Tales universe, where every story feels like coming home.